in this video we will cover the ones which we have left out from the fourth module, okay, in the part 3. Let's go through it. So in the problem they will give you a few details. Okay, you have to find it using alternatives. So in the theory part we have studied about comparison of alternatives, okay, through different methods. So let's go through it. I'll read this out. So this is the question that is given. Okay, there are two alternatives. Okay, alternative 1 and alternative 2. Okay, we have to see which alternative will be selected, which is best one. So under alternative 1 they have given initial purchase cost, okay, that is given as 3 lakhs, okay, rupees 3 lakhs. Annual operating and maintenance cost is given as 20,000, okay. Expected salvage value is given as 1,25,000, okay, and useful life is given as 5 years, okay. These are the details for alternative 1. Now let's move on to the second alternative. On the second alternative they have given initial cost as 2 lakh rupees, okay, and annual operating and maintenance cost is 35,000, and expected salvage value is 70,000, and useful life is same again, 5 years. So what you have to do is you have to find out the alternative, okay, using the present worth method, okay, and they have given that rate of interest is given as 10% per year, okay. So you have to use the present worth method and you have to solve the problem. Now let us go solve the problem. So basic in the solution, you have to draw the cash flow diagram, okay. So that cash flow diagram I haven't drew, like I will send you a picture of that, okay, separately in the group. Please refer that and answer. So under solution you have to draw the cash flow diagram. So how are you going to draw the cash flow diagram? You know that the expenditures or the cost, okay, that which is named, that will be downwards, okay, vertically in the downward arrows, and cash inflows like revenue and income, that will be in the upward direction. And since both the this thing alternative have 5 years, so the present worth of alternatives will be compared over 5 years only. Okay, let's move. So in the cash flow diagram, when you draw the diagram, see what they have given. They have given that 3,000 for alternative 1. Okay, this first cash flow diagram is for alternative 1. So initial purchase cost, okay, that is 3,000. So it's getting deducted, right? So you have to mark it in the downward direction. Okay, I'll send you a picture. Please refer that diagram and study when you go through this video. And annual operating and maintenance cost also is going downwards, okay. So that is 20,000. You have to, in the cash flow diagram, you have to mark upward arrow and downward arrow. So this first two is for downward arrow. Expected salvage value, what is that? That is the money you are going to expect later, okay, in the end. So that will be upward, okay, that is 1,25,000, okay, and you have to mark this in the diagram. So in the diagram, the equivalent present worth of alternative 1, okay, that you have to name that as PW1, okay. For that you have to calculate. So initial cost is the same thing what I told, initial cost, annual operating and maintenance cost, salvage value, everything you have to draw in the cash flow diagram. So PW1 will be minus 3 lakh, okay, minus 20,000 into P by A, comma I, comma N plus 1,25,000 P by F, comma I, comma N. Okay, this is the equation that we have derived from the present worth method of comparing the alternatives. Through that we will get this equation. Now you have to solve for this. Okay, so since they have given the interest rate is 10%, and n value also you know that is for 5 years. So you are going to replace I and n with 10% and 5 years in the equation. So now putting the mathematical expressions of different compound interest factors in the above expression, okay, you have to replace that p by a, comma 10%, comma 5%. You will have equation for that. That is for p by a and p by f. Okay, you have to substitute the value there. So I will be 10%, so 0.1. So put 0.1 in the place of I. Then n you have to replace by 5 years. Okay, so when you substitute, you will get the answer PW1 as minus 2,98,203. Okay, this is the value you have got for PW1. Okay, next you have to find for second alternative, that is PW2. Same procedure you will follow to solve the PW2 value. So again, while calculating PW2, what you have to do is you have to draw the cash flow diagram for alternative 2. For that also in the question they have given initial purchase cost, okay, 2 lakhs. So arrow will come down. Next, annual operating and maintenance cost, okay, that is again rupees 35,000. So even that and expected salvage value will be 70,000. So 70,000 will be up and 35,000 and 2 lakh will be in the downward direction. So draw that cash flow diagram, and next you have to solve for PW2. Okay, same equation you are going to use with um, the value. You have to change the value. What is that? Your P value is minus 2 lakh. Minus is because it is going downwards, so you have to indicate it as minus, and then you have to solve it. Okay, solve the equation similarly like the last problem, and I will get PW2 as minus 2,98,215. Okay, now comparing both the values PW1 and PW2, PW1 is 2,98,203. This is minus 2,98,215. So while comparing both, you have to sorry, when the previous one is minus, so comparing two negative signs, you are going to see which one is the best. So comparing the equivalent present worth of both the alternatives, we have found out that the PW2, that is alternative 2, will be selected because it has lower negative value. Okay, negative value both are, but this has the lower one, so this will be selected, and it is compared with alternative 1 at the interest rate of 10% per year. So you have calculated for both the alternatives. Okay, you have calculated the net present value, and you are going to select one. Okay, under that. So this is how you solve the problem. Okay, you have to find PW1, PW2 and compare both. So this is one kind of problem. Similarly, since they have told that using present worth method you have to calculate, you will do this. If they ask the same problem using annual worth method, same procedure, everything is same. In the equation where P by A and P by F is there, that will be replaced. Okay, P by A, it will be replaced by A by P. Okay, one moment. Yeah, P by A will be replaced by A by P, and that second bracket P by F will be replaced by A by F, and then you have to solve for that. Okay, present worth method and annual worth method. You will understand. We'll go further in the further problems. Now let us move on to the second problem. Okay, so in the question they have given, a construction firm is planning to invest rupees 8 lakhs for the purchase of the construction equipment. So the value of P is 8 lakhs. Okay, which will generate a net profit of rupees 1,40,000 per year. Okay, after deducting the annual operating and maintenance cost. The useful life of the equipment is 10 years. Okay, N will be 10 years, and the expected salvage value of the equipment at the end of 10 years will be rupees 2 lakh. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to compute the rate of return using trial and error method on present worth. If the construction firm minimum attractive rate, that is MARR, is 10% per year. So please write down what is given. So initial outlay is 8 lakhs. Okay, its arrow is coming down in the diagram. The number of years is 10. Annual revenue will be 1,40,000. Since it's the inflow, arrow will be up, and salvage value will be 2,000. Mark the arrow upwards. So there are two methods, right? Present worth method and annual worth method. So for this problem, we will do in both the methods. So both the methods are same. Okay, you can use any one. But since in the previous problem it was of present worth method, in this problem I have calculated for both present worth method and annual worth method. Two methods are there. So first what you have to do is draw the cash flow diagram. Okay, in the diagram, like I told you, whatever is going outwards, let it be downwards, in the downward direction, and let the arrow be upward direction for inflows. Okay, so using this method, let's move further. So first method we will calculate using the present worth method. Okay, so here for determination of rate of return, okay, you have to calculate IR for the construction equipment. First, the equation of for net present worth, that is NPW, of cash inflows and cash outflows is equal to 0. Okay, that is how it is. How we are going to do it? Like basically, when outflow is equal to inflows, when you equate it to 0, it will be outflow minus inflow equal 0. Okay, so then using the trial and error method, the value of IR is determined. Here you have to calculate for different trials and then calculate your alternative. Okay, the net present worth of the cash inflows and cash outflows of the construction equipment is given by the following equation. See, NPW is equal to the PW is equal to NPW, that is outflow, minus NPW, that is inflow. Okay, so PW you have to calculate for PW. So minus 8 lakhs, okay, minus 1,40,000 into P by A into IY, comma 10 plus 2 lakh into P by F IY, comma 10. So this is the equation we have taken from the derivation. Okay, for determining the values of IR, you have to equate it to 0. So 0 equals the same equation. Now you have to calculate your IR. Okay, for different trials, you have to use different values of rate of interest. You can assume any values. Okay, so I will do the trial 1, 2, 3, and I will equate. I will select where I will get I have to do interpolation. So when I get like negative and positive, okay, I am going to interpolate that values and I am going to find the value of I. Okay, let's go. Let's see. So I am going to do trials. Okay, so I'll assume these values. Okay. For trial 1, I will take I is equal to 8%, okay, and compute the net present value. So where I is there, I will be 8% for the same equation. Okay, for 8% I have to calculate PW value. So PW is the same equation where that P by A, comma 8%, comma 10, that will be, you have to replace it with the equation that, and even the second bracket. So minus 8 lakhs minus 1,40,000 into that formula, Okay, you have to substitute I as 8%. So 8% will be 8 by 100. That will be 0.08. Okay, and n value will be 10 years. Since they have given 10 years, I'll substitute for that. So while I substitute, I will get PW as 2,32,054. Okay. So since it is a positive value, it is greater than 0. So let that be. Next, I will find trial number 2. Okay, I will take I is equal to 12%. Here I am taking, you can take anything, you can take 11, you can take any values. Okay. So here I am taking 12%. So I will substitute I value as 12% in the same equation, and I will get PW as 54,428. Okay, even that is positive. Let that be. Next, you will try with the third trial. So again in the third trial I have taken I as 14%. So for 14% I will equate, and I will get my answer as minus 15,806. Okay. Here now there is minus trial number 2. I have 54,428. That is positive, and for third trial I am getting 15,000 minus 15,806. Okay. Since there is a negative value of the net present worth, that is at IR, equal to 14%, that is obtained in the third trial. The actual rate of return is obtained by doing the linear interpolation. Okay, you have to do interpolation between these two values, 12% and 14%. So when you interpolate, there is the interpolation diagram. Please draw that. And for 12 and 14% you have to calculate. So when I equate and find the value of IR, like for PW, that is 54,428. Okay. So in the interpolation diagram, that will be on the top. For 12% it is 54,428. For 14% it is minus 15,806. For that, when I equate and do interpolation, I am going to get IR value as 13.55% per year. Okay, the value will be so much. So when I do the interpolation, IR value will be 13.55% per year. Okay. So the net present value of the construction equipment at minimum attractive rate, that is MARR, okay, is given by 10%. That is what they have told. So let us calculate for 10% as well. Okay, so use this equation and calculate for 10%. That I'll get PW as 137344. Okay, then the net present worth of the construction equipment at MARR is greater than 0, and the rate of return is greater than the MARR. Okay, since it is greater than 0, the purchase of the construction equipment is economically justified. That is how we have to justify your answer. So this is one method. Okay, this is using the present worth method. Now same problem I am going to do it in the second method, that is annual worth method. Everything is same except that the equation when you form, okay, the equation is different. You have to refer it. P by A will become A by P, and where the P by F is there, you have to replace it by A by F and solve the problem in the same way you have to solve. Okay, let's see the second type, that is using annual worth method. So here in the annual worth method, okay, it may be noted here that when the equivalent worth of an investment is greater than 0 and interest rate equal to MARR, the rate of return of investment should be is greater than that. Okay, the rate of return IR can also be determined by equating the net annual worth to 0. So for the above construction equipment, the net equivalent worth at different values are calculated. Same way of to find trials. Okay. So first trial I will be equal to 12%. Okay. You have to calculate for AW. See your equation is slightly different. Okay. A by P it is and A by F it is. You have to equate for that. And when you equate, I will get AW as 9800. Okay, which is positive. Next, we'll move on to the second trial. So in the second trial, I will give Y value as 14%. So when I calculate for 14%, I will get minus 3020. So it is plus 9800 and minus 3020. So I will interpolate these two. Okay, at 12%, my value is 9800 and for 14% my value is minus 3020. So when I interpolate, I will get the IR value as 13.52%. Okay, so solving this, I will get IR value as 13.52%. So there is a minor difference in the values of IR from the first method, that is present worth. Okay, present worth method and annual worth method is due to the effect of decimal points in the calculation. So very slight difference you have. There you got 13.55%. Here you are getting 13.52%. So similarly, you will get almost same values. Okay, in either of the method you can do, you will get the same values. Similarly, similar to present worth, the annual worth method, the rate of return IR can also be determined by equating the NPW to 0. Okay, I hope this is clear. Two types of methods are there. In this problem, they have asked to compute the rate of return by making trial and using the trials. Okay, so that is why you are going to put I value and make trials, and then you are going to substitute. Okay, if they ask directly, calculate for the net present value or net present worth method or annual worth method directly. If they ask questions like that, you have to substitute directly. Okay, so these are the two problems. Please go through it. We will wind this unit. Thank you.